This is Solo P1. Welcome. FA Cup, fourth round. Liverpool are out. But we're going to talk about what's cooking. Where is Toto? Where is Toto? Toto, are you back there? Toto. Big up.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up, Solo.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
No, I had a little bit of a disconnection on my Google, so I couldn't really hear nothing. But yeah, man. Look, I'm glad to be on here. Of course, you know it's our channel, and before let's start, thank you for 2K subscribers, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, really happy about that. It's on 2.1 now, so we're getting another 100. So thank you guys for supporting us and all that. But yeah, I'm feeling so good.
Yeah, man. Welcome everybody to the channel, man. It's 2.1 subscribers. Finally, we got there. 2.1 subscribers. You know what? We've been doing this for 7 years, man. And I know everybody's working hard as well on their respective channels. But we've been here for so long, waiting for this moment to get to 2K followers. And now we've got 2.1K. 2.1K. So I thank everybody who was involved with us at the beginning. And we'll just give ourselves an applaud for you and us. And a big clap for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I always believe in. Hard work equals results. And I've always said that. Hard work equals results. But big up to Waniak. Big up to you and your family, bro. Thanks for joining us today. We're just going to be talking about some of the results in the FA Cup and breaking news. Plymouth Argyle has drawn Man City in the next round of the FA Cup. So there you go. The conquerors of Liverpool. The conquerors of Liverpool, as the media are spinning it. The conquerors of Liverpool are going to play the conquerors of the Premier League. And that is Man City. But as you can see at the bottom, we're just going to be talking about the FA Cup. We're going to be talking about people's opinion on the FA Cup. Talk about the draws. What happened to Man City? What happened to Man United? Not Man City. What happened to Man United against Leicester? Very close game that was. Man City and Leicester. Man United and Leicester, I mean. And we're just going to just talk and we're going to chill for a little bit. And that's it, man.
No, I think the overall, FA Cup.
Please,
this is the beauty of the FA Cup. It's very unpredictable. Because you had Villa win against Tottenham. Of course Plymouth beating us. It's very unpredictable, the FA Cup, but overall, I'm not too bothered about it. I've had time to sleep on it. I've had time to think about it. I'm not really too bothered about the FA Cup. I'm not like angry, if you know what I mean. I'm not like angry. Oh yeah, like angry like we would go out of the Champions League, for an example. No, I'm not really that bothered because we're in the final of the Carabao Cup, and plus, since we're out the FA Cup, we've only got 4 fixtures to play this month for March. We've only got 4 fixtures to play in March. And I'm so happy we've only got 4 fixtures.
And it could have been more if we was in the FA Cup.
Could have been more.
Do you know the games that we've got, Toto?
Huh?
Do you know the games that we've got in March? I had a
I'll get it now.
I had it somewhere, but my notes have gone. But anyway.
Okay.
Here you go. Go for it.
So the games we've got in March, I think The next one.
What we got in March? Do you know what we got in March? You want me to get up?
February.
I had it on my Twitter. Doesn't matter. Anyway, guys.
Yeah, I got March here. I got March
smash
here.
that like button.
So we got of course we got Everton next, but in March we've got Southampton at home.
Yeah.
And I think so far that's the only game we got in March.
Yeah, I'll bring it
since
up.
we're out of the FA Cup.
Well, how many games have we got in March?
1.
No, we got more than 1.
It's Southampton.
No, we got more than. How many games have we got in there? We got more than 1. We've got Southampton. We got Everton. No, we got Southampton. We got Champions League game as well. And we just click on Liverpool. Our actual games that we've got in March. See the full schedule. This is just long every time. It knows what it's doing. This stupid thing. March, we've got Southampton. We've got 1 Champions League game. We've got a Champions League game in March as well. We've got the Carabao Cup final. That's going to be in March as well. And yeah, I think there's about 4 games in March. We've only got 1 Premier League game in March. Only 1. Like Toto said, 1 Premier League game. And we've got 1 Champions League game, and we've got a Carabao Cup football, and then we've got another game. I don't know what it is, but there's another game. But I know we've only got 1 Prem game in March. So that's all good, man. That's all good. So this FA Cup, I know people are angry about the FA Cup that we're out. I'm kind of in the middle. I know it's a respected trophy. I know it's the oldest trophy in world football. And a lot of people do like that cup. I like it as well. But what's that? If we give up, look, we're at the FA Cup, that's fine. Okay, we move on. But if we're at the FA Cup and we win the league and the Champions League, who's gonna care? Who's going to care? That's the way I'm looking at it.
This is exactly the point I've been trying to get around people.
Go on.
That, yes, we lost 1-0 against Plymouth. It is a bit embarrassing. But I don't really give one because we've got the Premier League and the Champions League to focus on. Yes, it's not guaranteed we're going to win those cup competitions, but it's guaranteed we'll go far.
Yeah.
Go far in cup competitions. Of course, Premier League's not a cup competition, it's a league. But we'll go far in the league. We have a bigger chance of winning the league. So if we go home and win the Premier League, I would rather that over an FA Cup. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Rather that over an FA Cup. When you win the Champions League, then it's more memorable. If you win the Premier League, the 2 biggest trophies to at hand. The Premier League and the Champions. That's what we've got to focus on. I don't care about the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, the Carabao Cup I want to win. Because in the final of that now, we might as well go and win it. But it's going to be a hard game. So if we do lose the Carabao Cup, I'll be gutted. I'll be definitely gutted because we got a record for the Carabao Cup. We're in the final. Why not go on, try our hardest, and go win that cup?
Oh yeah, because we're in the final now. Once you're in the final, then you're gonna go all blazing.
But these early rounds, like in the FA Cup, if we got out in the semi-final, I'll be even more gutted because we're one hand on the trophy. We just got to get to the next step, But since it's only early rounds, I don't really give one because it's less games to play. And I've been trying to get my point out time and time again. It's less games to play. Yeah. We'll get fitter players. When I say fitter, it doesn't mean, you're guaranteed to win. No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Nothing's guaranteed.
That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that there's going to be some injuries, maybe. Yeah, but we'll have a higher chance of winning since we're going to play less games and less players are going to run out of legs. We don't want to repeat of a couple of seasons ago when Klopp was there, when Flacco was there, when Chamberlain, Cater and all that was there. Injuries. Remember that?
Bro. There you
go,
bro.
I remember that.
Hold on. Can you see that on the screen? They're the matches we've got now. These are our matches coming up. We've got Everton. These in February. Actually, the March ones really, not February, but I've got the February. Wednesday, we've got Everton on the 12th of February. Sunday, we've got Wolves this Sunday. Wednesday, February the 19th.
That Villa game's going to be hard.
I know it is. We've got Aston Villa versus Liverpool. This is what people are forgetting about, you know. Everybody thinks that Everton is the key game. That can be a key game as well. The way Aston Villa now is in form, yeah. Villa are in form, okay, and they're doing good. They're doing good in the Champions League. They're not that bad in the league. That could be a potential slip up for Liverpool as well. That game right there, Aston Villa. It can be. It can be. So we need to watch that. Another tough game coming up as well. Man City. Look, Man City, they're our rivals, okay? They're our rivals. I know. Oh, look at that comment. Gonna be knackered like? One of you said that we're gonna be knackered like? Yeah, we will be knackered. This is what I'm saying about, look, we're at the FA Cup. Look, we all want to win the most trophies, but there's no point of bitching about it.
There's one solution we can do to this problem, yeah?
Yeah.
That Wolves game, we can rest players.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean putting out the C team. That don't mean nothing. I mean, rest the key players. Virgil rest. Kanate rest. Robbo rest. Conor Bradley rest. Play Kelleher for that game. I want to see Kelleher play against Wolves. I want to see Gravenberch and McAllister play. I want to see them play. Because I want to see him get game time. I don't want to see Summer playing. I want to see Curtis Jones playing. I want to see Chiesa playing.
Yeah.
I want to see Jota playing, so we can save Darwin for the for the Villa game. Because to me, Darwin's our main starting nine at the moment.
Yeah,
that's the guy who will start every single game from now on. Play Diaz in that game. Not start the C team and have under 21s on the bench. You know, it's a Premier League. I'm sure Slot's going to do the right decision. But that Wolves game, you know, don't underestimate Wolves, because Wolves could, you know, low block us and try do that way. But Wolves at the moment is not having a good season.
No.
They're in bad form. So the best logical thing to do is rest all our key players that we need, and the same for the Villa game. Our defenders are definitely got to be rested. But that's just me.
This is what. So do you understand where we're coming from now, innit?
Yeah.
This is where we're coming from now, because if we were in the FA Cup, obviously, when's the next FA Cup game coming up, innit?
Yeah.
It will impact. It would have impacted us through this running now. What we're doing in February and March. You know, big up to Ryan. It will impact us being at the FA Cup. I know it's a negative. Yeah. I know it's a negative. Us getting kicked out of a competition that a lot of fans wanted to win, right? But you've got to look at the positive as well. The positive is that we're playing less games, and people go, oh yeah, but it's not guaranteed. Yeah, but if we was in the FA Cup, that'd be less of a chance for us accomplishing our goal. You get me? Because we have to play more games, more rotation with, let's face it, the rotation of our club here at the moment is not in a good place. I'm looking at Kwanzaa. I do not want to see Kwanzaa play a football game for Liverpool this season ever again. Then we've got Joe Gomez going out. That's not looking good for Joe Gomez.
Big hitter.
I heard it was like a muscle injury. It's not. He hasn't pulled his hamstring, but it's some sort of muscle injury.
So for me,
big up Ryan anyway. Big up.
Look, before we get into it, we've just reached 2.2k. We've gained another 100 subscribers.
Big up.
That is absolutely amazing. 5 watching at the moment. Make sure you hit the like button. Big up 1EAK. Big up Ryan. Big up, man. Welcome to the chat room.
Big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. But I understand people's frustrations. You get me? But with me, I'm not. I'm not gonna come out here and say I'm frustrated. Yeah. I'm not frustrated with. Look, we're out the cup. We're out. Let's just move on, and we'll move on to Wednesday, and we'll deal with Everton, and that's it. We have to deal with Everton. Now, if we deal with Everton, yeah, we've been 9 points clear of the table, 9 points clear of Arsenal, and you know Arsenal probably going to drop a few points here and there, yeah. But I'm telling you now, if we can get through this schedule now, I expect Liverpool to beat Wolves. I expect Liverpool to beat Villa as well. I know it's going to be a tough game, but I expect Liverpool to beat Aston Villa. I know it will be a tough game though, right?
Oh,
The one I'm looking at is Man City and Newcastle. I don't care if it's at Anfield. Newcastle has got a very, very good midfield that could bosh anyone in the Premier League. They've got a very good midfield with Joe Linton and all their mans in there. Very aggressive, very compact. Eddie Howe, good manager. He's a good manager. People can
Isak as well. Isak is just
Isak as well cooking.
baller.
So that's another game that we're going to be watching very, very closely. But I'm looking at that fixture now. Everton, I want to beat Everton, yeah. We know Everton's not in the best team in the Premier League, but when they play Liverpool, they will turn into the best team in the Premier League. This is like with Man United when we played Man United last year. I remember Man United was having a scrub season, but as soon as they turned up for Liverpool, because it's our rivalry, they will turn up. So don't get in your head that you think, oh, we're going to run over Everton. It's going to be a tough game. Wolves, I expect us to win. Aston Villa is going to be a tough game, but I expect Liverpool to win. The Man City game against Liverpool, that's the one I'm looking at. And I'm looking at the Newcastle one as well, like I just said. If we can get through all them games, yeah, with at least one, most wins and one draw, that's going to be one hand on the trophy. One hand on the trophy. People are saying it's going to be one hand trophy when we beat Everton. Maybe. But if we can get through all them games, right, unscathed, maybe with one draw, that's going to be one hand grasped on that trophy. And then we just have to worry about that Champions League and see what I'll go on there. But that's it, man. That's all I can say about that situation regarding yesterday. I'm not going to stew over it. I'm not going to whine over it. I'm going to move on to the next game, which is Everton, where me and Toto will be doing a player lineup tomorrow on this channel. It's going to be around about 7 o'clock. So if you want to come and join us, come onto the channel and join us and get involved with the player lineup. But yeah, we're going to move on to the next FA Cup games in a minute. We can just click over if you want. There you go. So, Manchester United versus Leicester City. What are you saying about that? Because I was listening to a bit of that on the radio, yeah? I was listening to a bit on the radio, and it was 1-1. It was a night match, innit? It was 1-1 till, I think it was like the Maguire, innit? So Maguire there, 19th minute. Maguire. Extra time, Maguire, huge head Maguire. Yeah. Scored. So what is that? Before we get onto that, yeah, I've got another question in the chat. Come through them games with 7-9 point gap or even bigger gap, I'll be chilled. Yeah, exactly. Go on, Toto.
Look, this is Man United, Leicester, you know, I saw the first goal from Josh Zirkzee. You know, it was a tap-in, but, you know, the goal's the goal end of the day. Of course, I'm similar to like you, so I listened to some of it on the radio. You know, Leicester was pushing them for a bit. Leicester was playing well. But then, you know, in set pieces, it's very, very unpredictable. You know, how Harry Maguire, you won't really expect him to score in the last minute. He does with a header. You know, he's a big guy. You know, he's a set piece threat. So of course, you know, from a free kick, it's gonna be hard to defend. But look, at the end of the day, I hate United. I don't want them to go through. I want them to be out of every single cup competition.
Well, they're through now. I don't know who they got. I think he just come through. Breaking news, guys, if you don't know. I think Manchester United is going to have Newcastle in the next round of the FA Cup.
They're going out.
So we've got the big hitters now. We've got Man City. So Man City's got a good draw. Man City's having Plymouth, the team that knocked out Liverpool. That's who Man City's got next. And Manchester United's going to have Newcastle, and I think Newcastle's going to do them over. Fingers crossed. But yeah, 2-1 yesterday. The other day, Manchester United, Leicester. I think it was 1-1, like I said, up to the end. And I think at the end, Man United Leicester ran out of steam. So we've got the other results there. Leeds, Millwall. Millwall getting a good result there, 2-0. Good result for them, beating Leeds 2-0. Ipswich 4-1 against Coventry. I know he was rooting for Coventry. Not really, that was only joking. I don't even know who's in the team. Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth beating Everton. That's not really a surprise for me. So hopefully Bournemouth has done us a favour and dented their confidence. So when we play Everton tomorrow, I mean, on Wednesday we can do something. Southampton losing to Burnley. What do you think about that? Southampton's in the Championship. They got relegated last season. They're playing Burnley. I think Burnley's in the Championship as well, isn't it? So one of them.
I think they're both.
Yeah, I know about Southampton.
Southampton in the Prem.
I thought Southampton got relegated last season. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Let me check the table.
Anyway, Fulham versus Wigan. Fulham 1-2-1, and Cardiff and Stoke draw, went to extra time penalty.
Well, Southampton are technically a Championship team.
They got relegated.
Bottom of the league.
Of Prem.
Yeah, and they've only won 3 games.
Okay,
so they're Championship level. Yeah,
so Cardiff went through 4-2 on penalties. Scrub Birmingham City lost to Newcastle 3-2. Birmingham City tried to put up a good fight. They went out. So Newcastle, and then Chelsea lost to Brighton. I watched that game actually, the Brighton game on Chelsea. It was a good game. That was a very good game. It just proves the point that everybody's been saying all season. Chelsea are not going to win nothing unless they got a good keeper.
Chelsea are a bit overrated, man. Because every single time at the beginning of the season, they always do good. They're not consistent. Not consistency. And like Palmer's gone quiet. Yeah. And Kuku's gone quiet. You know, Madueke had a brilliant start to the season. Madueke, he's done crap now, and yeah, it's always Chelsea's. They always give it the big at the start of the season, but as soon as it comes to like mid-season and towards the end of the season, they always fall off and maybe get like Europa League or Conference League, or whatever. They always get like the one below Champions League. Like, yeah, you know, so they always fall off.
So Chris Welch said, this is regarding Liverpool one. He said Oasis City, bring that up. Oasis City will be a draw. You watch City being so bad to our best chance of ending our awful record at the Etihad. I will end up turning up for F's sake. That's my fear. Yeah, it's the same with it's the same with what do you call it again? Last season when Liverpool played Man United. Man United were all over the place that season, but when they played us, yeah, Garnacho turned into flipping Ronaldo. Pissed me off.
Yeah.
It pissed me off. Because we know that man's a scrub, innit? But he turned up that game and knocked us out the game.
No, Garnacho is another overrated one.
Yeah.
There's so much United fans that are getting sick of him. Absolutely sick of him. Yeah. In the end of the day, he always had this hype about him that, oh yeah, he's his next Ronaldo because he does the Ronaldo celebration and his idol is Ronaldo. I could easily be an idol of Ronaldo, do the shoe celebration, yeah, I'm Ronaldo. Don't work that way. Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta do a lot of work.
Exactly.
You know, Ronaldo's still doing it at 40 years of age. He's still breaking records, potentially getting to 1,000 goals. No one's ever done that before. Ronaldo's one of a kind.
I know.
I
don't know. So Sunday we've got the Blackburn Rovers one, Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton like. Well, I can't do the accent anyway. Wolverhampton beat Blackburn 2-0 and Liverpool lost against Plymouth 1-0. I said it. Liverpool lost against Plymouth 1-0. Oh no. Aston Villa beat Tottenham 2-1. So Tottenham, there must be a record with Spurs. They've gone out in 2 cups in 3 days. It's crazy, isn't it? 3 days, isn't it? 3 days they went out in the Carabao Cup against us, and they've just gone out against Villa. So that's 2 cups in 3 or 4 days.
Villa should have won more. I saw the highlights. You know, they should have won at least 5-1. Tottenham are not in a great state at the moment. Plus, the injuries. You know, the manager is getting a bit sick at the moment. Of course, you know, tacticals and all that. But I think most of it's not his fault. He's not getting the sign he deserves. Because I like Ange. You know, I think Ange.
I like him as well.
He's an okay manager. I think if he had the players at disposal, if he had the owners on his side, if he had no injuries, he would be doing so much better. You know, I think he's got 9 injuries at the moment. If I could bring up the injury list for Tottenham.
Let's bring up this Steve Nicol thing I got on the screen as well. See if I can put it on. Here we go. Stephen Nicol. Oh. Stephen Nicol, Liverpool icon, Liverpool legend. On Twitter, he said, I think at the end of the day, he's done the right thing because of his games coming up. For Liverpool, this season is about winning the Premier League. This is what Stephen Nichols said. Ex-Liverpool player, ex-Liverpool legend. He's a Liverpool legend. And he does commentary on ESPN, I think. He does, yeah, it's ESPN. Right there, the ESPN. He goes, he said, I think at the end of the day, he's done the right thing because of his games coming up, which I said yesterday, and Toto alluded to yesterday as well. For Liverpool, this season is about winning the Premier League. Stephen Nichols defends Arne Slot's team selection on Sunday with Everton's game coming up in the mid-week. This is what he's done. He goes, he's done the right thing in big, bold, capital, white letters. He's done the right thing. This is what Stephen Nichols said. Yeah, this is what we said at the beginning. Everyone's got their opinion. I believe this is what I don't think I disagree with what Stephen Nichols said there. Yeah, one thing what he said that I disagree with. He said, "All right, he's done the right thing. I get it." But for me, I would have had a few more bigger players on the bench. You get me?
Yeah.
I would have had Konate. For an example, I would have had Konate. I would have had Dominic Szoboszlai. And I would have had Cody Gakpo just as a backup. You get me? Just as a backup. He didn't do that. And this is why I gave Slot a horrible rating yesterday. I think I gave him a 2 or 3 yesterday because he never done that. This is why Arne Slot got a bit arrogant. He did. He got arrogant. Yeah. And it cost him yesterday. That's what I said yesterday. I'll stick by. I'm criticising Slot because I don't just praise Slot all the time. When he does something wrong, I will criticise him. You get me? So I don't sit in dark corners.
Good manager, though. Still
I don't sit in dark corners on my computer like that, waiting for Slot to mess up so you can jump on it and go, "I told you so. I told you so." No. I'll criticise him and I'll also praise him as well. I still think Arne Slot is the guy for the job.
Oh yeah, he's the guy.
That's not even entering in my head.
Yeah.
I think we just need to move on. And like Stephen Nichols says it right there. Stephen Nichols, he praises Arne Slot. He thinks Arne Slot done the right thing. And you got to think about the Premier League and the Champions League.
I partly agree. with that statement. Yeah, because I think. I'm going to repeat myself again. We've got less games to play now. And plus, since if he weren't the guy for the job, he wouldn't be doing this. He's been on such a good form this season. And it's amazing to see. If he comes away with a league or even the Carabao Cup, it's such a good season for him because it's his first season at the club. He's leading us to victory in the Premier League. Of course, it's not over yet. Since Arsenal's only 6 points behind us, so if we do slip up, more points lost. We don't want that. But I think Liverpool at the moment, I think people are getting a bit carried away. People are thinking, "Oh yeah, how you gonna win? How you gonna win the league now?" And there's another one I say, "Oh yeah, your quad hopes." I never had no hope of the quad. That didn't even enter my head. The treble, yeah, but not the quad. Because the quad is more than impossible to win. It's hard, so that didn't even enter my head.
I didn't even think about the quad, man.
I know, but he's done a good season. I reckon we can get some decent trophies out of this season. But yeah, he's the guy for the job in my opinion. Liverpool done a great job of signing him, and we're having a good season, man. So I'm happy. Yeah,
let's move on to them. We've got more questions in the chat room. Big up. Let's bring him up on there. Let's get the chat room up on there. Big up to Scotty. Big up Solo and Hammer. Deco wants Diaz, might offer DeLong as part of a deal. Latest rumours, what's your opinion? I heard that, by the way, regarding that. I heard something about that on the internet. That DeLong for Barcelona. It's Toto DeLong.
De Jong, yeah.
I think there's supposed to be I think they want to swap. I think Liverpool want to swap. This is rumours, by the way. It's not fact. That they want to swap it with DeLong and Diaz. Part of a swap deal in the summer. So we've got DeLong, co-player for Barcelona, You know I rate him, by the way. You know I rate DeLong, yeah?
Yeah.
And I want to do a swap with him and Diaz.
Yes.
Swap Barcelona. What are you saying? What's
Look,
your thoughts?
if Diaz don't improve,
I want Diaz out of the club.
I'm not gonna look. Diaz, I want out the club. Diaz at the moment,
don't do nothing.
I want out the club because he has all this skillful. He's not good enough. Simple as that. He's not good enough.
Vamos.
Just like with Jota, not good enough.
No.
Nunes at the moment, he's not good enough at the moment.
Not good enough.
It's not good enough because we just can't be affording. We can't be affording this. Like De Jong, great midfielder, can play number 10.
Yeah, he's cold. He's cold.
I wouldn't say he's world class.
No,
he's
but he will be.
He's a class midfielder. You know, he's in a relatively good age. Why not go and get him, man? You know,
swap deal with Diaz, probably going to be a bit of money. It's never a straight swap. It's never a straight swap.
Realistically, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep the Diaz. We're going to keep our team.
Gonna go. I think Diaz is going to
go.
No,
I think we're keeping. We say this every single. I say this every single
but
time.
Klopp's not here anymore.
Yeah, I know, but Slot's not in control.
Yeah, but he's still. Yeah, I don't know, but he's gonna have some say.
He's gonna. Look, when I say he's not gonna have control, I mean he hasn't got.
He might suggest that. Look, DeLong is the 27. Look, he's in his prime of his career. Yeah, I thought he was a bit younger than that. Yeah, I thought. Sorry for interrupt. I was gonna put this what I can see on him. Yeah, DeLong is 27 years of age. So that's the red flag right there. Red flag. Liverpool don't tend to buy players when they're 27. The only way that they brought Chiesa, but when they brought in Chiesa, he was 26 years of age. Yeah, Liverpool tend to buy players in the early 20s. Now, with DeLong, he's 27 years of age. His birthday is going to be in May, so this May he's going to be 28. So I'm not sure if that's really going to happen. To be honest, because that's not a kind of a age kind of bracket that Liverpool go for. But if Liverpool will go for him, if they want to do that swap with Diaz, I think Diaz is, how old's Diaz? About that age, 26, isn't it? 25, 26, 27 Diaz. So if they want to do a swap with him, yeah. Maybe if they do a swap with no money, if it's just a straight swap, yeah. If it's a straight swap, yeah. Maybe, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, I'm not sure about that one. Scotty said, I agree with you. The problem is DeLong is injury prone. Is he? I don't know. If he is, that's another thing. That's another red flag right there. Another red flag. The two red flags: age and injury prone. So he's beginning to look at it. He's beginning to look at it like it's just rumours. But it is what it is, isn't it? He agreed to Diaz and Jota are gone. Yeah, I think Jota's gone, and I think Diaz is gonna go. But talking to Jota.
Oh gosh.
There you go. There's FIFA merchant right there. FIFA merchant, man. Quote from Amfrab. He got Amfrab, man. Amfrab's a G. Look, Arsenal are considering a move for Liverpool striker Diogo Jota. What are you saying, Toto? This is coming for Transfer News Live. This is turned from an FA Cup show, to a Premier League, whatever, man, transfer show. But
it's still related, isn't it?
Yeah, man, but he's what it is, isn't it? FA Cup's done now, isn't it? I'll get the draw up in a minute, the draw for the next round. So what are you saying?
Get him. Just please have him, honestly. I'm at this
Arsenal,
point.
though, bro. I can't see that, bro. One of your main rivals.
Arsenal, I don't care. Nah, honestly, I don't care. Rumors. It's rumours, right?
Liverpool won't sell to them.
Look, if it is true, just take him. Does Arsenal take him? You know why? Because I'm sick and tired of him coming back, and when it hits maybe a new FIFA promo, or maybe there's a weekend league or there's the E-Premier League, he all of a sudden gets injured.
FIFA bullshit, man.
He gets injured all of a sudden. I'm like, hold on, didn't you play like 3 games ago and you was running fine, you were pressing fine, you scored, but all of a sudden on the weekend you get a little stinging injury and you can't play.
Michael Corleone, big up, Michael Corleone, man. Very simple.
Bumbleclad.
That's what I say there. Look, there's the next one.
Which bumbleclad, dog?
Samania.
This morning I wake up good.
That's a baller. Plays for Bournemouth. A baller. I saw him when he played against us. Semenyo is a baller. skillful, passing well. He's got a good shot on him as well. You know, I would love Semenyo's left wing.
Yeah.
To replace Diaz. Premier League proven. You know, that's the big thing about it. It's not all about getting, big players. It's about, Semenyo is Premier League proven. He's fast, is what Liverpool like. They like fast wingers. Got a good shot on him. He's good at crossing with the ball. He's good on the ball, confident. Semenyo is a baller. I would
Best
love him at
defender
Liverpool.
in the world. You know what? If anybody follows women's football, Barcelona, probably the best team, them and Chelsea probably. But Mapiliani, she didn't even make the team of the year. And that was a disgrace because Mapiliani, in my opinion, I think she wouldn't have had that injury last season. I think she would have been in team of the year. But for me, she's the best centre-back. Her and Rene is the two best centre-backs in world football. And she didn't even make it in thingy, man. But regarding Jota, I don't think nothing's going to come of this. I don't think Liverpool will sell to Arsenal. It doesn't know how much to beg. And I don't think Arsenal's going to take him because he's injury prone. So we'll see what happens with that one as well. There's always loads of rumours going around, isn't it? If Diego goes Italy or Spain, I'm happy, but no rival. Exactly, it's never going to happen. Even if that's true, Liverpool, or it's like the top clubs, like Man United would never sell Rashford to Liverpool. If Liverpool offered them just 200 million, they still wouldn't give Rashford to us because it's a rival. The other one is from Manchester as well. But if Liverpool, when his finger's up, talking about Rashford now. If Rashford stays at Villa because he's on loan now, a potential chance to buy. If he goes to Aston Villa, and we could probably snap him that way, but there's no way a rival's gonna sell like Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham. They're never gonna sell directly to their rivals. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. There's no way Jota is going to Arsenal. What, to win no trophies? Because that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna go to Arsenal and he ain't winning no trophies. So if he wants to win no trophies at a club that is gonna win no trophies, that's up to him, innit? But yeah, man, big up, man. What's the subscriber count now? Big up to everybody, man.
We had 7 people watching, 2.2k, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
More views and supporters are coming in. Just Scotty, I ain't seen you around before. Big up. Ryan as well, I ain't seen you around. 7 people watching, man. We've got 4 likes. Come on, man. Let's get that up to at least.
Give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah.
Get that to at least 10. 10 likes.
Can you hear my music when I put it on Toto?
No, not because the new hangouts don't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the. But give me a hell yeah.
What?
Yeah, give me a hell yeah, man.
But yeah, big up, man. Thanks for the support. It's really appreciated.
Sorry.
Okay. If Diogo goes to Italy or Spain, I'm happy, but not to arrive. Yeah, true. I don't want him to go to a rival, but at this point, I just want him to go because he's not putting in the work. There was no work effort in that game yesterday.
None at all.
No work rate, no pressure. Look, I understand if a striker don't get service. I understand that. I show the same energy to every striker, so I show the same energy back. Jota didn't get any service that game. He got one shot. He got one shot on goal. He didn't even get a shot on goal. He got one shot. That's it. Kelleher got more shots combined. It's unbelievable, isn't it? But yeah, at the moment, I just want Diogo to go because you rather play Premier League. Whilst
he's a
injured.
FIFA merchant, man.
No.
Coming from Amfrab. Amfrab knows, man. Amfrab's just a FIFA merchant, yeah. It's true. The thing about, let me tell you something about Diogo Jota. Right? There's a lot of our fan base saying that they want Jota to stay here, but look at his trajectory from the beginning of the season, right? Look at the beginning of the season when he started playing for Liverpool at the beginning of this season. He came back. He didn't really do much. I think he scored 1 or 2 goals here and there. And then after so many games, he got injured. And when he got injured, everyone was saying, he's injured again. But I wanted to say because he's clinical. But has he been clinical though? Has he been clinical? When he did come back off his injury, he scored a worldie. It was a brilliant goal. 1 or 2 good goals. And then he's gone quiet again. And for me, this season, he hasn't been the Jota of old, in my opinion. What do you reckon, Toto?
What do you mean? If Jota was sold?
I said he's not the Jota of old.
No, he's not because as he's getting older, he's going to become more injury prone. But he was injury prone before that as well because he was turning up for a couple of games and he's injured again. I'm not going to say he's not good enough. He's good enough.
Yeah, but there's no point.
But there's no point keeping a player and that talent if you're not going to get played. Like with Thiago, how many times I was shouting for Thiago to get sold?
I know, I remember.
He's a good player, generational talent, comes on for 5 minutes and he gets injured. There is no point.
Well,
there is absolutely no point of keeping players like that. This is why De Jong, for an example, good player, but he's injury prone. He's a really good player, turns up for Barcelona every single time. And, I think he was linked to us once, when he was a bit younger. But again, he's injury prone. This is why you barely hear his name. Like Jota, always compare. I haven't said it in the channel, but you can compare Jota and Trossard. When he does play, they're really, really clinical. They're clinical in front of goals.
Yeah.
They turn up, but they're injury prone.
Big up
players.
Big up to Naby Keita. Happy 50 at 50. What are they talking about?
50.
I don't know where they're going with that one. That's a bit wrong. He's not 50. Talking about. Yeah, carry on.
Again, another one. Naby Keita, good player, but injury prone. Just like Oxlade-Chamberlain, he was a baller for Arsenal, an absolute baller. As soon as he come to us, he couldn't handle, the training scheme at Liverpool and all that, and he got injured.
Yeah, big up to Mike O'Connor. He says Jota can't be relied on yet.
Yeah,
totally agree. Next one by Marco Corleone. So would you keep Nunes over Jota?
Oh yeah, I would. Every single time.
Oh, yeah, just because of the reliability. Hold on. We know Jota's a better striker and he's more clinical, but Nunes is more reliable. And I'd rather have someone who's reliable that will give 100% games than a guy that turns up for a couple of times a season, dips, plays FIFA, weekend champ leagues, then comes back after a couple of months, scores a couple of goals and gets injured again to go and play FIFA. So I'd rather keep Nunes. But if I had a choice, the way we are now, if I was in charge of recruitment, I'd sell them both.
At the moment, right, if you compare the both players, of course we know who the better striker is.
You sounded like my man now. Long gone.
We know who the better striker is. It's Jota. But at the moment, I will keep Nunes because he's got better work rate.
Yeah.
He puts more in. Jota started yesterday. Yeah. He didn't put no work, no pressing, just jogged around. I understand. I appreciate if a striker gets no service, but he didn't put no effort in to get that service. He didn't put no effort in. And with Jota, I know he's a good striker, but he needs to go. Look, if it was between Nunes and Jota, I'll pick Nunes over Jota. He's more. He'll be fit for most of the time.
Right, let's go on to the next one. Guys, remember to smack that like button. We've got 4 likes, 5 people watching. Big up to everybody. Please smack that like button. Big up to everyone. So I'm going to bring up this next one. This was going around today. Liverpool, and basically Lovren reveals exclusive interview. He said that Mohamed Salah is closer to leaving Liverpool and that Salah is already thinking about the next step. He says that Liverpool's management, this is what Lovren said, quote from Lovren, he said that Liverpool's management does not give Salah the respect he deserves. That's what Lovren said today, and that was true. That's breaking news everywhere, that is. So basically, Mohamed Salah is closer to leaving than staying, and he believes that the club is disrespecting Salah. Now, I'm going to ask your opinion on this in a minute, but for me, let me give my opinion. Actually, I'm going to ask you first. Go on, what's your thing on it?
He's getting disrespected, in my opinion. Because if Liverpool, management really respected him, they would have gave him his contract long time ago.
I know that. What's your fault, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. My fault. They would have gave him the contract long time ago if they actually respected him.
Yeah.
And why is it taking this long to renew it? That was me in management. I was thinking, yeah, you put him years and years at the club. You're still world class. You know, you've done so much for us. You deserve a contract because you show your loyalty, you show your work, you show your effort in games.
Yeah.
And you've been consistent for years and years at Liverpool. You stuck with us. You still stick with us now, even for the highs and lows. He was the one who stuck around. He was always one who stuck around. He's the one who deserves a contract every time it goes out until he wants to leave. I know Salah doesn't want to leave Liverpool. We all know that. Right, in my opinion, he's getting disrespected.
Yeah, he's getting disrespected, but in my opinion, I think they should have wrapped this up a long time ago. There's no excuses about that he should have got done a couple of years ago. Get done now. The owners are there. Make a deal. Give him what. Don't come out and give him what he wants. But give him. Look, he's probably asking for an extra. I think that with the contract, regarding the contract with Salah, I think, yeah, this is what I think, yeah. That I think the issue is, I think, and it's the same with Virgil as well. I think it's the time of the contract. I think they've probably said to him, what we'll do, yeah, we'll give you the money what you want, yeah, but you're only going to get a year and maybe extra, like, you know, like an add-on, like I'll give you a year and what do they say when they give you contracts? They give you a year and extension, innit? They'll probably give you a 1 year contract with maybe an extension. And I think because of Salah, because of his age and with Virgil's age as well, I think they want more security. You get me? They want more reassurance to say, yeah, I want at least 3 years. I think Salah and Virgil want 3 years on their deal, and I don't think Liverpool's really... I don't think Liverpool are going to give them that. I think they want 3 years, but they're looking at their age, innit? And they're looking at them and probably saying, look, you might be playing good now, but maybe next year, maybe next year, you might drop off. Then we're stuck with two players that are old and really can't really do nothing with high wages. And I think this is the way Liverpool are looking at it.
Stupid.
But with me, I would give him the 3 year deal. I think Virgil can go on for at least 3 years at the top, and I think Salah can as well. It's different today with the science and the sport, yeah. You know, with the supplements. It's not like back in the day where when a player hit 30, he's finished. It's different today. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. The guy's a Terminator. Look at Messi, still playing good. All these players, a lot of good players. Look at the one who just retired for Real Madrid last season, which he should have went on a bit longer. Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos could have went on a couple more years, but he decided to step away while he was on the top. But these two players, yeah, I think they can go on a bit longer, and for at least 3 years. And I think that it's the time of I think it's the length of the contract where they're clashing, in my opinion. That's what I think.
Yeah, but look, guys, we've got 8 people watching at the moment.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, it's a great discussion between me and Solo about, you know, it was an FA Cup roundup show, but we've gone into more. We wrapped up the FA Cup, now we're going into more Liverpool and all that. So it's basically just become a new show. We're getting more and more people in, 8 people. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man. You know, appreciate that.
And guys, give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. What?
There's 6 likes at the moment, man. Appreciate that. Let's try to get that to 10 before the end of the video.
Yeah, guys, we're on 6 likes. Let's try and get the video to 10 likes by the end of the video. Let's have some more answer more questions. Let's get back to the chat screen. Left back is needed 100% next season. Definitely. We need a left back, and we need someone who can play left back and centre back as well for that replacement. And I think if Trent goes, I'd make Conor Bradley the main right back. Then I'll bring in another right back to go alongside Conor Bradley to rotate, like for cup games and stuff like that. But I totally agree with you on that one, Scotty. Definitely need a left back. You want to answer this next one?
Lewandowski has 30 goals in 32 games.
Yeah. You want to answer that one now? The striker market is kind of crap. All the best ones are either taken or over 30. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really good strikers. Of course, you had that Gurusai out of Dortmund. He's a decent striker. You've got Isak. You've got Ivan Toney. I would take him.
Ivan Toney's not coming back to Liverpool. He's gone.
I know, but
I know you.
And we had the chance.
Yeah, we should have kept him. Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, not enough strikers in the market at the moment now.
Yeah. The next one is he goes, anything anything Liverpool sauce, trust me, bro. Yeah, man. The next one, Michael Corleone. Lewandowski has 30 goals in 36 goals this season. There you go. Perfect example what I just did there, right there. Lewandowski, yeah, he's in that mold, isn't it? Where he's just different. He's just different, man. That's what he is. He's a bad player. And at 36, he could go on to 40. I think Lewandowski, the way Barcelona are set up, yeah. Where you got Jamal. For me, Jamal's a badass player. Jamal, for me, he's the best player at the moment in the world, in my opinion. I know he's young, and I know it's a lot of people saying, oh, he's young, you give him time, but he's proving himself at Barcelona. And I think he's a really good player. And when you got players like that, like Rafinha's cooking as well. But Chelsea regretting that, getting rid of him. Rafinha's cooking at Barcelona and all the manager. I think he was at Chelsea. But he's cooking, and I think while he's got them players around him, yeah, to give him the service, he could just hang around the goalkeeper's area, around the penalty box, yeah, and just smack him in. You get me? Just smack the goals in. Because the guy, there's one thing I say about being a footballer, yeah? You don't matter how old you are, you never lose that touch, man. You never lose that touch. And when you got the good players around you, like you have at Barcelona, Lewandowski, to complement Lewandowski, he's going to cook. Next one, I've said all along, Salah and BVD both signed, Trent leaves. Nothing's changed in my mind. I'll keep saying it 1,000 times until the cows come home. I won't believe. Listen, bro, let me tell you something, yeah? I believe you, because I've been saying the same thing as well. I've been saying the same thing all along, that I think that Virgil van Dijk is going to sign. I think Salah's going to sign. And I think Trent has made his mind up to leave the club. I think Trent made his mind up when Klopp left. When Klopp left the club, Trent made up his mind then, in my opinion. He made up his mind. What do you reckon, Toto?
Yeah, I think Trent, at the moment, I think by the time where he got, there was rumours that he was getting rejected. His contract was getting rejected. That's when he started to play bad, and he started to put less effort into games. I think that's then he was thinking to himself, "Yeah, I just don't want to be here no more." I think he's the one who's more likely to leave. Of course, you had rumours, of course, him staying and all that, but he's leaving, man. In my opinion, he wants to go to Madrid. Yeah, that's all my thoughts on Trent. I don't really have much thoughts for Trent. Like, you've thought about what I think about him. He's leaving, and that's it.
Exactly. I think he's less damage to the club.
Yeah.
I think if Virgil van Dijk and Salah leave, that's going to be a problem. If Trent leaves, we've got Conor Bradley there, and we can bring in another player to go alongside Conor Bradley for that rotation. You get me? I'm not sure what's going to go with Gomez. I'm not sure about Gomez. But what I'm saying is, if Trent leaves, it's going to be less damage to the club. It's going to be, in my opinion. This is what Chris Welsh said again. He says, can see Frimpong release clause being triggered if Trent leaves. Yeah, I think we should have went for Frimpong last season when we had the chance. Some people don't like him. Some people say, I don't think he's right for the club. Why not? He could play right back. He could play right. He could play right wing. Why not? He could be a winger. He's effectively a winger for his club anyway. He plays a right wing back, yeah, but he can play as a right winger. You get me? He could have been the guy to replace Salah when he's not playing good, or Salah got a bit of injury. Put Frimpong in right wing. I'd put Frimpong in right wing. He could do it. He's effectively a winger anyway.
I know. He stays there most of the time.
Yeah. So I know what you're saying right there. Next one, I would sell Diaz, Nunes, and Jota. To be honest, time to overhaul that attack for different reasons. Why 3 not good enough? Yeah, they're not good enough, are they? Diaz, Nunes, they're the two I would sell them. And this is the way it is. I just would sell them. They're just not good enough. Just not good enough. RAF was Leeds, bro. Who's RAF? What's the other matter?
I don't know what that is.
Need centre back, left back, another midfielder, DM or centre mid to
That's
cover
what
Graven Birch.
that's what I've
2
been
more
shouting
forwards.
for.
That's never going to happen.
We're not going to sign 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 signings. FSG ain't doing that. It'll break the bank.
Oh yeah, Liverpool, you know what Liverpool's like. Never going to happen.
Tight pocket.
Yeah. You can read the next one.
Will Doku Kumas get a chance? Don't know. They're alone at the moment. I don't know about them too. You know, they're good players, but I'm not sure if we're going to get any game time at the moment, because I think after that Plymouth performance, I don't think Slot will be starting with that much of under 21s in the team. He will learn from that. He will learn from that. Slot will. But yeah, I don't think Doak and Kumas will get much game time. I think that's another one who either sell, because I don't want to sell Doak. I think he's a good player, or keep him out on loan for a bit longer. So I don't think he'll get any game time at the moment.
Next one.
Slot don't want Endo. Endo is that girl you don't really like, but you saw around the house.
I think he's a very good player.
He's a good player. He always puts in a shift every time he plays. Plays well consistently, by the way. Consistently. So yeah. Does Kwanzaa have a future, or is he worrying us with his performances? Look, I think yesterday you can see he's panicking on the ball. Like, you can see that he's panicking. His composure's just gone just like that. I remember when Virgil was there, his composure was up there. It was up the roof. He's lost confidence.
Yeah, Kwanzaa is. That's what Kwanzaa is. A wet fart.
Well, at the end of the day, he's lost confidence. He needs to get his confidence back, because when he's playing,
it's over. Times you just let the duck. Sometimes you're just gonna let it loose. It's just like for instance, you got ex-girlfriend, yeah. You got an ex-girlfriend, yeah. No, you got a girlfriend, yeah. You know it's working out, yeah. You both know it's not working out. When you're together, it's toxic. And what you should do, yeah, just let it go. Kwanzaa, your services are no longer needed. I hope your future is bright, but he's not with Liverpool. He's just not the guy. He's just not the guy. When he was playing last season, a lot of people saying he was the next Virgil van Dijk.
He played good last season.
It was crazy for people to say that so soon in his young career, to say he's the next Van Dijk. What? Because he looks like him, he's the same colour as him, he's a similar height to him, and he pulls a mean face like that. I don't think I've ever saw Kwanzaa ever smile. He's never smiled. I don't think he's ever smiled, Kwanzaa, but that's not the point.
He's not really a
happy
guy, is he?
Yeah, he's just not good enough. He's not good enough. He's just not good enough for the
last season. I think he had a good season. I think we should give him maybe another season to see, because I think last season he was good.
Yeah, not good enough. There we go. Marco Cardi on it. Rafinha. Yeah, he's cold. Barcelona letting him go though. Marco Corleone, he's on the thing now. Apple juice, orange juice, or pineapple juice? Which one you picking? Well, it ain't gonna be apple juice. It's probably gonna be. I like orange juice. It's gonna be orange for me. Orange.
I like apple.
Orange and pineapple minute two. I'm going for orange just to be safe. You get me? I like the orange juice with the bits in it. You know when you got the bits, I like the orange juice with the bits in, man. Some people don't like that. I like it, man. I feel like I'm drinking a proper orange. You get me? When you can taste the bits.
Yeah.
Go on. You want to read that one?
Kwanzaa not been the same since his messages. Oh God, I'm gonna get mentioned with the female version of Modric were leaked.
Yeah, he was on the OnlyFans page, didn't it? That's what I heard.
Yeah. You know, really should be focused on his football, not
See what I'm saying?
All about that crap. But you know, don't want to talk about it more to further details. Kwanzaa is barely better than Nat Phillips. What? that's mad, that is. Yeah, Nat Phillips. I remember when he played a couple games for Liverpool, he barely played for us.
Yeah, true.
When I say Jota, not good enough in terms of fitness to clear that up. When fit, I was keep him. Well, he's
when he's fit, but he's
get rid of
him.
Fit. Just get rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. He's never going to be fit. There's always going to be a problem with him, yeah. There's always going to be problems with Jota, yeah. If he could stay fit, yeah, I would keep him every single time. every single time I would keep him. I wouldn't even hesitate. But he doesn't stay fit, and that's the problem. And he's not getting any younger in it. So as he's getting older, his injuries are going to get more. We're going to see more of them. We're going to see more injuries. And that's just the way it is. And it's a shame because it's the same with Naby Keita, good player, couldn't stay fit. What's the other one? What was the other one? The generational talent, what everybody say was a generational talent. What was his name? Thiago. Another great player, couldn't stay fit. There's no point of having these players if they can't stay fit. It's not. You don't put them in a frame picture and say, "Oh yeah, we've got him at our football club." Put him, frame him or something like that. Yeah, he's supposed to play football. When you buy a football player, he's supposed to be on the pitch playing football. And a lot of the time, Thiago just wasn't fit. A lot of fans wanted to keep him. I just said he should have went a long time ago. All he was doing is eating up the wages for another player that could have come along and we could have paid him them same wages.
Yeah.
I think Thiago's. He's retired now, isn't it?
Yeah, he retired. I think Matic retired not so long ago. Thiago did retire. I don't know if he's playing a lower league or something like that, but I think he's retired. Endo is a good player, I agree, but I don't think it's a part of Slot's plans. You could be right, you could be wrong, Chris Welch. At the moment, he's barely getting any game time. Sometimes not even coming on the last 5 minutes as a sub to lock off the game. Didn't bring him. They brought him against Plymouth, but I want to see Endo in a big game this season because he's been in a lot of big games last season when Klopp was the manager, and especially against City, that absolute masterclass performance against City when he had over Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and KDB in one move. He was absolutely amazing. Sturridge, same great player, but just injuries. But Sturridge, he scored a lot for Liverpool. He scored a lot. He got injured, but he scored a lot for Liverpool. It was an absolute amazing player. And at least he scored a lot with Jota. He didn't with Jota at the moment. If you're going to compare him to Jota, it's an absolute insult to compare Sturridge to Jota. But Jota doesn't.
Nah, Jota's cold still. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he scored. No,
Sturridge over Jota, but Jota's cold when he's.
Well, Jota's cold, but you can't stay fit.
No.
He miraculously gets injured.
No. With Sturridge, you can compare him in that way. Yeah, and they're both good players that can't stay fit. But if I was gonna pick one, I'm picking Sturridge.
Sturridge, yeah.
Next one. I don't know what I mean.
I don't know.
So big up, man. Yeah, and we got 5 people watching in the house, man. Remember, guys, if you haven't smacked that like button, please smack that like button. Let's try and get it to 10 likes. We're at 6 at the moment. We've got 5 watching. If all 5 of you are watching, if you're new to the stream, just hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. It gets us out there and it gets our videos out in the algorithm. I'm reading some more stuff off Twitter saying the FA Cup Romantics won't like Slot's team selection, but for Plymouth, let's just bring it up. I don't even know who this guy is. It says on there, the FA Cup Romantics won't like Arne Slot's team selection at Plymouth, but the defeat could be Liverpool's best result for the season. That's how I look at it. That's exactly how I look at it. That's how I look at it. It could be our best result of the season. If we look for the future, what's going to happen when the games start coming in and the running starts and then the pressure starts mounting, you get me? We're going to see what's happening. We're going to see what's happening. We're going to know if we're right or not. But like I said, I want that league. That's what I want. I want the Prem. And that's it. That's all I want is the Premier League. So guys, we've got more coming in at the moment. So let's bring up some more news. What I was going to talk about. Let me just see what I was going to talk about in here. It's breaking news with the F1, but we could talk about that another time. But yeah, man, Liverpool, right? FA Cup, we're going to move. And that's how I like it. We move on. And that's it, man. We're going to move on to the league. Let's get this game in the bag. And that's it, man. That's all we can say. Just move on. No point arguing about it. No point trying to, we went out, we're out the cup. That's it, we're out. But that's a positive. We're playing less games.
Not really bothered.
Well,
No, I'm saying I'm not really bothered about being out. You know, just we've got less games to play in the day. It's as simple as that. I want to do big things this season. I want to really win big things this season because this is probably one of our best seasons in a long time. You should put it like that. We're doing well in the Premier League. We've been on top for quite some time now. Again, I'd rather be chasing, but again, we're on top of the league now. And you know, you've got to be in this kind of situation, you know, to just prove yourself. You know, we've got a good set of players now. Hopefully, we can get some signs in the summer. If we can get some signs in the summer, we could be in a greater chance.
Right.
Greater.
One more topic I want to talk about before we go. This one. Harvey Elliott. Didn't have a good game yesterday.
No.
Cost us that penalty. What's your thoughts on Harvey Elliott, bro?
Look. Well, Harvey
What's that
Elliott.
noise? I can hear the crackling sound. Keyboard.
I think with
it's
Harvey
me,
Elliott.
sorry.
Yeah, I think with Harvey Elliott, in a couple games, he can have a good shot on him and he can turn up, you know, but he's not consistent enough. Harvey Elliott, he's not consistent enough today. Not today. I mean, the other day, he just we didn't see no effort. We didn't see no work rate. We didn't see no shots, and some of his shots just gone over the bar. He's lost a lot of confidence. Elliott has. Hopefully, he gets it back because we know he's a good player. We know he's got a good player inside of him. But I'm not someone who's pushing for him to go.
No.
This summer, I would keep him because we know he's a good player. He doesn't get enough game time in the day.
Yeah.
Similar to Chiesa, don't get enough game time. That's why he's not performing to the best visibility.
I'm worried about Chiesa a bit more.
Elliott can get a game, then be off for 2 weeks, and then get another game.
Yeah.
Not getting enough game time. It's all right training, but there's nothing beat playing a proper game.
Yeah.
And he's not getting that game time. And the only way he's gonna improve as a player for Liverpool if he gets more games. Simple as that.
Nah, I think he should leave. I don't think he's good enough for Liverpool. I've yet it. I think he belongs in a team like Brighton. I can see him at a club like Brighton. He's not Liverpool standard, bro. He's been here for 5 years. How long are Liverpool fans going to continue to hold this guy's hand? We're just going to call it the straight down the middle. It's not about the game time. When he did play regular, he was never this guy that he was consistent. And now Klopp's not there to hold his hand, because Klopp did hold his hand. You know, he was Klopp's protege. One of his protege, Elliott, he's just not good enough for Liverpool Football Club. That's it. You saw him yesterday when he was playing. You could see that he ran out of ideas in the first 20 minutes. You could see he was just spamming balls into the box, hoping for the best that someone will get on the end of it and get it in, but he never. I like Elliott. I think he looks like a good person. He's a Liverpool fan as well. And I'm not disrespecting, I'm just giving my opinion. I just don't think he's good enough for Liverpool Football Club. And that's it. I just don't think he's good enough. And it's a shame because I do like him. But as a Liverpool player, I just don't think he's good enough. I think Liverpool should look to the future and probably unload him, to somewhere like Brighton or somewhere like that. I could see him in a club like Brighton. For some reason, I could just see him playing for Brighton. I think that would suit him perfect. He can go and meet up with his buddy Milner, and then, you know what I mean? Because I know Milner's never going to quit. He'll be playing when he's 50. So he can meet up with his buddy Milner, and I think he'll settle into Brighton. And we tend to do business with Brighton as well down the road, you know. I think we could get something decent for Harvey Elliott. I just don't think he's a guy for Liverpool, and I don't think he's going to fit into Slot's plans in the future. You're going to see next season, when next season comes, after this season, you're going to start seeing players probably move on, and you're gonna start to see an idea who Slot likes. You get me? You're gonna see an idea who he likes, who he wants to stop, and who he wants to play. But I just don't think that Harvey Elliott is good enough for Liverpool Football Club. I just don't think he's good enough, and that's it. That's just my opinion. Chris Welch said we will win at least one trophy, Premier League or a League Cup. And probably both. Let's see how we do in the Champions League, another competition we love. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So that's it, man. Big up to everybody. Remember, guys, smack that like button. Smack that like button for watching now, but we're gonna be heading off, guys. I'm just trying to I'm trying to find Liverpool's next the games in March. I had it somewhere and I'm trying to find it. Let me see if I can bring it up on my computer. I had it somewhere on here, Liverpool games. FA Cup, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Liverpool's next game's coming up. Let me have a look. Liverpool fixtures in March. I'll just try and type it in. Fixtures in March. All right, let's have a Liverpool schedule. So in March, this is what we got. Here we go. We got it in here. We got it on here. Perfect. There's Liverpool's schedule in March. So in March, we've got Champions League game. So we're gonna be waiting. I know they've got like a knockout tournament now in Champions League. We've already qualified because we finished top of the table. So we've got that bit of rest there. So we're gonna wait for the winner of two certain clubs yet to be announced. So Champions League, we're gonna have a Champions League game in March. And we've got one Premier League game against Southampton. That will be on the 8th of March. And then we've got another Champions League game on again in sometime in March. Yet to be announced because obviously, like I said, there's a tournament going on. And then in the Carabao Cup, we've got Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final on the 16th of March. And that's it. They're the games that we've got in March. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got one Prem game, 2 Champions League game, and a Carabao Cup final. And I think if we win it, and this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying about us about that FA Cup. Now, if we was in the FA Cup, we would have more games to play in March, I think. So it's a positive. I know it's a bummer that we're out of the FA Cup, but there's no pointing your anger at other people. It doesn't matter. We are out. We've got to move on now to the big ones. So if you look at total, we've got the March. This is what we've got in March. We've got a Champions League game in March. You all right? Sometime at the beginning of March. We're going to play the winners. You know, this tournament, what's going on in the Champions League, Toto. I can't hear, bro. You know, the Champions League game, you know what, that we qualified in the Champions League. And you know, there's a tournament going on soon. And so we're going to play the winner of that tournament. You know, the knockout ones. We're already through.
What?
You know that we're through. No, you know that we're through in the Champions League, yeah?
Yeah.
You know that the people like Man City, that they got to play extra games, innit?
What, they got to play against us?
No, I'm just saying there's a tournament going on, innit?
Oh, yeah.
You know, the knockout, so we don't have to play because we're through. But what I'm saying is we've got a Champions League game in March and it says TBC to be announced, so we don't know who we're going to play in it.
Yeah.
We've got the knockout, so we've got a game in Champions League in March, right? We've got one Prem game and that's on the 8th of March, against Southampton. And then we've got another Champions League game in March after that, I don't know who we're playing because it says TBC again. And then we've got a Carabao Cup final on the 16th of March. So we've only got 4 games in March. 4 games. That is good. That's like 1 a week. So we've got 2 Champions League games, 1 league, and 1 Carabao Cup final. So that's 4 games. I think that's really good. You get me? And if we was in the FA Cup, we'd be still playing in the FA Cup, innit? Exactly. So so you can look at it as a positive as I look at it.
Yeah.
So Toto, I'm gonna be heading off. I know you're tired now. I am as well. I'm off. See you later, guys. Thanks for showing us support. Yeah, man. See you later, guys. Big up. Before we go, give me a hell yeah.
What Nunez